guys? My name's Brandon. Welcome to Audio Addiction. We have Sink In with us, and he can say his name and what he does in the band.
What's up, guys? My name is Ty, and I sing in Sink In.
Awesome, Ty. So my first question is, how'd you start out Sink In? How did you get your members?
So Sink In started when my first band that I was touring in broke up, and I kind of met a bunch of guys all from around the country that I really enjoyed, and it kind of just became this thing where I knew I wasn't done with music, so it was just a bunch of random phone calls. I know it started with our drummer Cabretti. He was down in Memphis actually in school at the time, and I straight up just called him and said, "Hey, dude, so do you want to drop out and start a band?" It was like literally as straightforward as that, and within that conversation, he said, "Yep, sure," and he finished that semester. I think it was only like 2 more weeks left, and then he came home and never went back. So it kind of just it rolled from there. Everybody that's in this band, I kind of met along the way, just on tour somewhere. It's kind of why we're made up of guys from all over the country, and it's just this very eclectic group of just really unique guys. So it's pretty cool how this band was built.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Was it just because you're in another touring act, or how? That's awesome.
Yeah. Basically, like in one way or another, Cabretti played in a band that we played a show with. Brett, our bassist, was Cabretti's roommate in school at the time. Stefano, our drummer, was just drumming for a church that I stopped by randomly in LA. It was very, very random times, but I just think that makes it all the more special that we were able to kind of put it together as we are now.
Yeah, I was totally gonna say that because for me, like every time I sort of interview somebody, I always love asking that question because it can be ranging from anywhere from I met them on Craigslist or I went to a bunch of shows and I saw their band play and inevitably they joined my band. So I always love those sort of kind of introductory stories. But my next question, Ty, what are some favorite venues you guys like to go play shows at or even go see shows at?
Oh boy! Well, we have a new album coming out at the end of this month, and we have an album release show in Manheim, Pennsylvania, at this place called the Junction Center.
Okay.
And we've never played there before. It is the biggest venue we've really ever headlined. It's a big 650 cap dome. It's literally they took an outside a music festival stage and put a dome over it. And just made it a full-time venue, and it is incredible. I can't wait to play that show. Other than that, oh boy, we played a theater on this last tour called the Aggie Theater in Fort Collins with a band called Shadowproof. And not only was that venue awesome, but just the people there at Fort Collins in general, that was such a welcoming group. Not a single person knew who we were going into that show. And by the end of the night, I felt like at least some group of those 300 kids were really impacted, and we kind of started something there. And it was just a lot of fun to be around those kids at that show. So definitely the Aggie Theater was right up there for my favorites.
Awesome, Ty. My next question is, what are some of your musical influences?
Oh boy! Right now, a lot of the European bands like Don Broco and Lower Than Atlantis and Mallory Knox, they're doing some things over there right now that are just so unique, and they're pushing the boundaries in I think ways that a lot of those American bands kind of are afraid of, I think. And I just love it, man. Don Broco is the future of the music scene, I think. And it's just when bands are able to figure out a unique way to present some new ideas, I just jump on it right away, and I'm a huge fan of that.
I would 100% agree with that. I mean, I remember listening to their first album that they did prior. Obviously now they're on Sharp Tones, but even before that, and I was like, wow, this is miles ahead of a lot of bands that you come across or you listen to. Lower Than Atlantis is another one that I've been on for a little bit of time too, and I feel especially their newest album, they just went on a completely different direction, but it's still so good. So
right, and they work with the same producer, Dan Lancaster, and I think that guy, I mean, he did parts of the latest Bring Me the Horizon record and the new Blink record, and I think a lot of times just producers and guys behind the scenes, when they get their hands in multiple projects like that, they can do some really, really cool things or totally changing the scene itself, And I will brag and say that I was on the Broco train from the early days, like before Priorities. That was my jam, and I kept telling people, I kept saying, this is going to be huge, huge. And the moment they signed to Sharp Tone, I was like, here we go.
You got it.
They're coming to the U.S. like that. I got it right.
There you go. There you go. Did you happen to see them on that state champ? I know they toured with state champs. Did you happen to go check that out?
Oh yeah, it was unbelievable. It was just such a cool set.
They're awesome. They're awesome. Well, hopefully they'll come back and maybe they'll bring Sync in. You know, hint, hint. You know.
Hey, dropping bombs, please, please. Rob Damiani, please take us on tour.
Next question, Ty. Kind of a follow up to this one. What have been some bands that you've been jamming more recently?
Oh boy, more recently. Well, we just did that short run with that band called Shatterproof, and they just put out a new EP that was really, really cool. Other than that, honestly, lately, just since we finished up our record, I've been on such a hip hop run that I've just been on all the new hip hop records. I play Logic's new record probably twice a day, and it's already like 3 months later. I still play it all the time. There's artists like that I've been really getting into a lot.
Yeah, like I would say that Logic has definitely, for me, I don't typically listen to that sort of stuff, but man, his stuff is so good that I definitely can get into it. A lot of people were telling me check out like his older material, so I'll have to do that. But I'm glad you mentioned him because I know I've been getting on to his stuff as well. But next question, Ty, a fun one. If you guys could pick a song to cover, what song would it be?
Oh boy, we have this conversation all the time because we always say that we want to cover a song on some tour and we never do it. We've covered one song one time where we actually played a tour with a cover song, and we covered 1,000 Miles, like the old, like, was it 2001 One Hit Wonder? And it was like, I guess it was fun. Half the time we were such an early band, nobody knew who we were, and that was the one moment where fans could connect with us because they actually knew some words. So I would just kind of turn a microphone out and just let people take it. I wouldn't even sing half the song. But, oh boy, other than that, we've been talking about how we want to cover Toto. Just like cover Africa, make it more like modern and pop. That'd be incredible. I love the idea of doing the oldies like that.
Ooh, okay. I could see that. I definitely could. But next question, Ty, another fun one. Favorite food to eat?
Chicken Parmesan sub, all the way. All the way.
All day, every day.
Yeah, you got to find the nice little Italian joint, the little hole in the wall that's probably they're all named the same things, or else they don't even have like a sign. They're just like a paper on the door. That's where you go to get the chicken parm right away.
That's how
no
you know
questions asked.
That's how you know it's legit. You know,
that's
how you
sure.
know it's like homegrown Italian made meals. You know,
that's exactly right.
I got you, Ty. I'm on that same sort of thing. Next question: if you could pick somebody to collaborate with, who would it be?
That is a very, very tough one. Well, I honestly said this to myself a couple months ago while we started writing this new record, and we ended up actually doing it. We have a collaboration song that's actually coming out tomorrow. I don't know when you're releasing this, but we've got a collaboration song with an EDM artist named Davey. Ooh, and it was just this. I randomly sent him an email and pitched this idea of saying like, hey, look, we're this band, this like pop rock band, and I want to just send you a riff, and then you send me back some sort of drop that you like, that you think would go with this, and like let's just keep sending back and forth and try and make this song come together. And we did that, and that song made the record. So I feel like I actually kind of already did that with working with Davey, and I'm super excited for it. Other than that, I would love to work with any of those like pop artists, like Chainsmokers or Disclosure or anything like that. I think I love the idea of taking bands and regular like alt artists and throwing them in with those guys that are just in that mindset of just making these ridiculous hooks. And I just think the magic can really happen that way. I think it's really cool.
I think that's definitely an interesting approach. A lot of people either go like the super crazy route and like kind of like out of the blue, you know, you wouldn't expect it. So I feel like yours is definitely well in the wheelhouse of what you guys do. So I like that. I like that a lot. Next question is if you could play another musical instrument besides the ones you play now, what would it be?
Mm. Something like exotic, like the didgeridoo, or, or what's the name of that like super tropical like drum, like the steel, like the
Oh, it's
pan
I think
drum.
it's a I think you I think it's a I think it's a steel drum. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, anything like that, like super
Pretty
tropical. I
sure.
just I could sit there on a beach and just by myself
It's
and just
like
make noise all day. That'd be a blast.
there you go, there you go. I could definitely I could rock with you on that. That's for
Yeah,
sure. Like typical like island, just you with like a pina colada, chilling on the beach. There
exactly.
you go. I wouldn't have it any other way. Next
Right.
question, TJ. I don't know how big of a video game fan you are, but if you could be a video game character, who would you be?
Mm. Oh, see, all the video games I play are all sports games. So I don't know. See, the guys in my band, they all love to play Smash. They're all Smash buddies, but I'm awful at it. So I'm just yeah, I'm probably Falcon just because I think that his just look is ridiculous, and
Yes.
he's the I have to play as him in order to like survive 2 minutes playing against the other guys. But yeah, I'll go with that.
Well, first of all, you just struck a heartstring with me. I'm a huge Smash fan, so
There
I
you go.
play all the time with my friends, and I want to inevitably do something with it with the channel, but hopefully maybe that'll be facilitated a little bit later on. But yeah,
I think you should like play bands in Smash and just like stream it or put
that's
up YouTube videos. That'd be awesome. That's
that
such a cool idea.
that's what I was thinking. That
I
totally
love it.
we're on the same wavelength. I love that. So maybe down the line I'll give you some credit because that's for sure. You
There
gave
we
me a
go.
little inspiration, but
I like it.
that is definitely down the line. But that's great choice. Of course, king of disrespect, if I should say so myself. Captain Falcon is the most with Ganon, most disrespectful characters. Can't be more disrespectful. But next question. In your opinion, who puts on a great live show?
We're going back to Broco again, obviously. Other than that, I've like my favorite live performance was always Let Live, and
Yes.
obviously now that Let Live is over, I'm so excited to see the Fever live. Anything that
Yes.
everything that Jason Butler does is just straight gold. So I'm really excited to finally see that live. And the only one like who I haven't seen yet, other than the videos that I'm super excited to see, I'm actually seeing him tomorrow in Philadelphia, is John Bellion. I
Ooh,
cannot wait to see John Bellion. That man is a mastermind, and I can't wait to see what he does live.
that's unfortunate because I would have went to that if I only knew I have work tomorrow. So I would have totally went to go see John Bellion.
Man, I'm
But
so excited.
that's gonna be good. Have a good time, man. That's gonna be ridiculous. Next question: if you could compile a dream tour, who would be on it?
Mm, Dream tour. All right, here we go. Sink in, opening up the show, obviously. John Bellion.
Ooh,
Then 30 Seconds to Mars, because Jared Leto can sing on anything, and I'd be okay with that. And then probably, and then Don Broco. Those four bands, not in that order, but yeah. Sink in, Don Broco, John Bellion, headlined by 30 Seconds to Mars. I'd cry every single night. I'd buy tickets every single night, even though we were playing. That'd be unbelievable.
I think I would cry. Honestly, I would cry along with you. That's how beautiful that tour would be. I would definitely go to that one. But next question: favorite TV show, favorite movie,
Favorite TV show? Seinfeld or How I Met Your Mother.
classic choices.
Yeah. Favorite movie would probably be The Incredibles or Cars. I love Pixar. I love Pixar.
That's he. I like
Or
both of those answers.
or Up. We actually have a new song on this new record that is loosely related to the theme of Up. It's called Up There. And yeah, that's a third one. That's definitely up on the list.
There you go. There you go. I also grew up with a lot of Disney movies, so I can definitely agree with you on that. Next question: if you could only listen to one album for a month straight, what album would it be?
The Human Condition, John Bellion, no question.
That was super easy. Sometimes
Yeah,
people take like
no.
two. Some people take like a good amount of time to think about that. That was fluid.
Yeah.
I love it.
if I had to pick like one that's like in the scene,
Okay.
there's an album called At War by a band called This Love that's no longer around. They were
Yes.
like a smaller band from Ohio.
I'm giving you
But that
I'm giving you a digital high five right now. Oh my god, that band.
that dude, that I when that band broke up, I was so upset. Josie's voice is, dude, nobody sounds like him. Nobody sounds like him. That album's incredible.
Do you know if okay, so if you're as much of a fan as I am, do you know if they're still doing anything or did they just die off?
So that band broke up, and he started a new band called Wild Sons, and it was like a bluesy rock group, and it was awesome. They put out like 2 or 3 songs, and it was super cool. But then that was it. They were supposed to put out an album, and they never did. He puts out like random electronic pop stuff on SoundCloud, but that's about it. And it makes me sad. Like, that guy is a genius, and like he needs to be in a band, man.
That is super unfortunate. Yeah, I did hear about Wild Sons, but oh, man, that's like I totally agree with you on that. Is like
Wild Sons or Wild Skins? Now I'm second guessing myself. Wild
something wild. That's all that you need to know.
Yeah.
That's just super unfortunate. I like those. Like I didn't expect anybody to give that sort of album, but that album is so good and it's definitely amongst some of my favorite albums. But it's unfortunate. But lastly, let them know about your band, where they can find you at, and obviously anything coming up. Obviously, you mentioned a new album, so if you want to talk about that.
Yeah, so you can find us everything. All of our socials are at Sink In Band, SINK. We've got a brand new record coming out on Standby Records called Ordinary People, Extraordinary Things, and that is coming out September 29th. You can pre-order that on all your social media, or on all your download sites. Now you can check out the first single and music video called Higher. The second single and music video for On the Radio comes out tomorrow. And if you're in the Northeast, we have an album release tour in September and October with Forever at Last. And pick up tickets at sinkinband.com. You can check out all the tour dates. If you think you can make it and you found us on this video, send us a message. We'll send you guys some free merch or something like that. We'll hook you up for sure for the fall.
There you go. Well, you know what to do. Definitely go check these guys out. Check out their new song, Higher. It's not a Creed cover, I swear. But I just figured I'd mention that. That was hilarious. But anyway, outside of the point, definitely go check out Sink In. I've heard your name float around a few times, so it's definitely a cool sort of feeling to get to interview you guys. But if you do live on the Northeast, definitely go check out their tour. I hope that they'll come somewhere close to Philadelphia because that's where I reside. I reside in New Jersey, so hopefully if you guys hit that area, who knows?
Yeah,
I don't know.
we play in Ardmore, actually, right at the end of the tour. I believe it's October 8th or 9th, something like that.
Okay.
So,
I'll
yeah.
have to check it out. But definitely go give them a listen. Get excited for their new record. I checked out Higher before we went on, and I definitely am stoked for you guys. For me, it sounds a lot like, again, your sort of influences Don Broco, that sort of styling, which I love, as I couldn't be evident enough. So definitely go check out these guys. They're ridiculously good, and I'm excited for the new record. If you enjoy it, you see here, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit that thumbs up. It really does go a long way. We also have a merch store as well. There will be a link in the description if you'd like to check that out. And thank you, TJ, for coming on, man. I really appreciate it.
Sweet. Thanks for having me. Thanks, guys.
Hey, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, of course. If you enjoy what we do, make sure to go check out the other series we do. We do album reviews, we do band interviews, and we do live videos, so definitely go check that out. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps our channel, helps us grow. Make sure to hit that like button as well. Go follow us on social media. That's all down below. We try to keep that as updated as possible. We also made a new website where we'll be posting photos of upcoming concerts and stuff like that, which you can go check out at audioaddictionmedia.com and come get your fix with us, guys. Talk to you later. Deuces.